What's happening, family? Another beautiful day here above ground. Loving every minute of it. Give thanks and praise to your Creator, whoever you may conceive Him or her to be, or your source. For me, as always, any day above ground is a wonderful day. Let me jump right into a couple of things here, family. From 2020 to 2022, so far, I was made to understand that there are 20 food processing plants that was burned down. That's the food processing plants that that distribute all the food stuff maybe through the country, like your pasta, your wheat, your oatmeal, your grain, your cornflakes, your sardines, tuna fish, your soil. I think 2 weeks ago, another plant was burned right to the ground. Folks, I'm telling you guys, folks, they're not stopping. And then it was made to understand also that the farmers, they tell the farmers they have to burn their crops. If they don't burn their crops, they're not going to give them no subsidized money to plant the GMO seeds. Now, those seeds that when they plant, they only grow once a year. And what those seeds does, they deplete the nutrients in the soil. So that means that the soil depleted all of the nutrients in the soil, really cannot produce nothing again for the next year. Folks, it's getting down to the wire, folks. It is getting down to the wire. You have to start trying to get some seeds, natural seeds, and start planting on food. Stocking up, I keep saying over and over again. I'd be going to Walmart, Public, Kroger's. The shelves are getting emptier and emptier. I mean, a lot of people are not realizing it because, hey, they're not seeing it because it's not in their vision to see it's happening. But, folks, it is happening. So start planting on stuff. The next thing, too, that's going on here is that they're lifting the mandate on the masks on the planes. So you don't have to, it's not mandatory anymore. And it's amazing. It's really amazing. You can imagine a year or so ago, they would be beating you and dragging you off the plane because you don't have a mask on your face. They even tell you cannot board the plane because you don't have a mask on your face. You can believe that. And now the mandate has dropped, so no, you don't have to wear a mask. They're actually telling you that on the plane. The hosts on the plane are telling you you don't. Is up to you if you want to wear a mask or not. If you don't want to wear it, you don't have to break. A year ago, they dragging you off the plane. The cops are coming in, dragging you off because you're going. I know. It's all a big game, folks. It's all a big game, folks. It's all a big game. Then they're saying now, it was made to understand also that I don't want to call a name. Some company do the research on this one. They're saying that all those PCR tests that was being taken was false. The results was coming back false. It wasn't accurate. It was all false testing. Folks, it's all a big game, folks. It's all a big game. The next thing that's going on here now in a couple of states, and hopefully, after doing it in all the states, protect yourself. If they do this in all the states, family, protect yourself. They're making it now mandatory that you don't have to get a, a background check to get a gun. That means you can get a go buy a gun for any place and use it. Now, before, for me, back in the days, about 10 years ago, you had to go on to the city, fill out a form, take your fingerprints, and you wait a couple of weeks before it come back to tell you, okay, you're approved to get a gun. Now, they don't do that. A couple of states, and I think Georgia and Texas is those two states so far that it's telling you that you don't need a permit to get a gun. If you watch that movie called Purge, if you watch that movie that called The Purge, they always put it in movies, folks. And after food shortages is going the way it's going, and you don't have to get a permit to get a gun, and you run out of food, protect yourself and your family. Protect yourself and your family. Because if it's going the way it's going, and every person can just get a gun, and they don't have no food in their house, then you know what's going to go down. You know exactly what is going to go down. So those three things in there. The food processing plants are getting burned down. The lifting of the mandate of the monetary, you don't have to wear a mask no more on the planes because no, it's not mandatory no more. And the states that are telling you you don't have to get a permit to buy a gun. So with those things coming down the pipe, folks, wake up. The Bible is not going to save you. Wake up. On that note, folks, be vigilant, be aware, be loving, be kind, be considerate, be appreciative, and show gratitude. Because I'm saying the only thing going to get us through this is love. Just be loving and kind and giving and sharing. Sharing your knowledge, let people know what's going on. Be loving and kind because they want us to be separated and living in fear and not living together in unity. Then again, you really can't call it the United States of America because it's not united. It's just have to call America. So that's how they want us to live, in isolation, in fear. You don't have this, you don't have that, you can't get this, you can't get that, you can't go here, you can't go there. Folks, don't let it get to you because a lot of young kids are committing suicide because they cannot deal with the isolation. And it's very, very sad. So talk to your children, show them love. When they come home from school, just love them. Go and do your homework. No, I'm glad you come home safe. I'm so glad you guys are home safe. Give them a hug. I love you guys. Let's have some meals, say a pray. Just go and do your homework. Sit with them, talk with them, watch TV with them. Don't put them in one room. In the next room, find time for your kids because it's sad if you lose them stupidly. With this crap that's going on outside here, you know what's going on, folks. Folks, listen. Until then, folks, I love you guys now. Thanks for everything. Thanks for being there, leaving a comment. I really appreciate it. Until then, this is peace, remember. This is togetherness. That's separation. That's what they want. Separation, not togetherness. Until then, folks, I'm out of here. Peace out. One love.